Does he deserve a second chance? Is he a good husband? Is he a good father? Is he a worker? Is he, a good provider? Is he a kind person? Not just to everybody and not you, but to you also. Is it worth saving? That's something that's up to the person.
Yeah.
So
going back to this season, how do you feel about Jackie kind of calling you a flip-flopper when it comes to Jennifer?
You know what? Of course I don't like it.
Right.
Jackie doesn't understand. Me and Jackie are very different, but I mean, Jackie being a flip-flopper, I was friends with Margaret and Jennifer before that feud. And as you know, I can be friends with two people. I don't support the beef. I don't support what's going on between them or their past beefs, but I can be there for them as a friend. Jackie goes and makes friends with Jennifer during a fight when she doesn't even like Jennifer, ever. So what are you doing? I don't understand the hypocrisy of that. Like, I understand why I'm friends with two people, but I don't understand why she's making friends with somebody at a time when she's fighting with her friend.
Yeah. Do you feel like Margaret kind of opened up Pandora's box on Jennifer and Bill's relationship? And was she a little bit of a pot stirrer this season, do you think?
I think that was a buildup for a long time. Listen, do I wish anything? I wish it never happened. I wish Jennifer had never gone through that in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm a woman who went through that. My husband cheated on me when I was pregnant. I know what that feels like. It's a horrible feeling, so, looking back on me telling Jennifer, don't cry, it was more like I wasn't being insensitive. I lived it. I know that feeling. What I was saying to her was, her and I had spoke prior to that episode and that scene. And I said, Jennifer, walk in this house with your head held high and be strong for your marriage, because you have a beautiful marriage regardless of what happened. You guys made it. A lot of people didn't. I didn't. Frank and I have an amazing relationship, but my marriage didn't survive it. And she should be so proud that her marriage did. And it's 10 years later. And I just wanted her, and she's like, yeah. And I wanted her to be strong, even in front of the girls,
Yeah.
And she said, okay, remind me not to cry. So when I did, it looked like I was kind of being insensitive, but I wasn't. I was reminding her not to cry. Nobody knows we had that conversation prior.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, you were in Jennifer's shoes. You and Frank kind of went through this. Do you ever regret, the trajectory of how your marriage went about? Did you guys ever try to give it another try?
No.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Once it was over, it took me a lot to get to that point, there wasn't a lot of remorse at the time from Frank. And I see that in Bill, like they moved on, and I see Bill as this lovely, I don't know what Bill was like back then, but from what Jennifer has told me was what I say to women when they come to me and they say, my husband cheated on me, what am I going to do? I go, is he sorry? People make mistakes. Does he deserve a second chance? Is he a good husband? Is he a good father? Is he a worker? Is he, a good provider? Is he a kind person? Not just to everybody and not you, but to you also. Is it worth saving? That's something that's up to the person.
Yeah.
So, at the time, Frank was not ready for a family life and marriage to the extent of what it had to be. Stay married. So it was better that we parted, and things are great. Frank's an amazing man. He's a great guy. He's a good dad. He's been a good ex-husband to me. I have nothing bad to say about Frank Catania.
Right. Did you get that remorse?
Huh?
No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
To say I don't belong here also. Not for me. But Bill took a different route.
Did you get that remorse from Frank later on?
Later, like 20 years later? Yeah. No, not that long, but yeah. Later on, Frank did, maybe it took about 5 or 6 years, and Frank said, I made a big mistake. And he still tells it. And Frank will be the first person to tell any man or woman, the grass isn't always greener. if you make a mistake, make up for it. I saw that in Bill. Maybe I'm wrong, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did he want, last question, did Frank want to get back together with you after he felt like that? And you were just like, no way.
No. Frank will still say to this day that we are great the way we are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that just, you know, for the man that he is, up until now, he's calmed down. Men calm down in their 50s, if anybody wants to look around. You know, he says that, you know, right up until recently, he said, no, I would never want to get back. The way things are for us is the way it should be.